Hello, everybody. I'm Richard Gon of Love to Live podcast version. Should I shift to this part? Anyway, so I have just started this recording. So hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Love to Live podcast version. As always, as always. Speaking out, hello everybody, is difficult for me, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's difficult for the shape of my mouth to speak out or to pronounce hello everybody. I don't know why it's really difficult to speak out hello everybody. So hello everyone it's better. Hello everyone it's easier for me to pronounce, but actually so hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version, and I'm sorry for my taking your time for that long. Only maybe only 1 minute, only one, not 2 minutes, only 1 minute is the time or the duration of time I took from you. Anyway, so this time, what I'd like to talk about is what I am thinking while speaking a foreign language, which is the title of this episode. And so because I took for some minutes from you, but by speaking out some topic or stuff not related to what, without any relation to this topic, which is why. So I'm going to start speaking out conclusion, and I took some duration of time from you, and the conclusion of this episode is nothing particular or something particular actually. So what I'm so to start with, I'm thinking I'm how should I say? I'm thinking of this time, particular to this time. I'm thinking of speaking out what I'm thinking while speaking a foreign language, and how should I say? So maybe if you are frequent listeners, if you are one of the frequent listeners, you can understand that what I'm speaking is a non-native language. So my mother tongue is Japanese, which is what I have told you in many episodes, or in many episodes I recorded in the past. And anyway, so my mother tongue is an East Asian language, and which is completely different from English language, which is why it's really, of course, it's really difficult for me to speak out English language. But actually, so compared to speaking out Chinese, speaking out English is really easier for me. Of course, I can speak out. I can speak out my mother tongue, my own mother tongue, or Japanese far better than, or anyway, far better than speaking out English language or in English language. And anyway, but actually, so how should I say? So among the foreign languages I have studied, well, among the foreign languages I have studied, I can speak out English the best, and compares to which means please imagine a comparison whether I can speak out Japanese better than English language, or vice versa. Please imagine such a situation. Of course, I can speak out Japanese really better than, or much better than English language, because my mother tongue is Japanese language anyway. So this time, what and I have spoken out English language for some minutes, and what I was thinking about is what to anyway. So what I have when I was speaking out English language for that few minutes, or for that few minutes, yeah. And I was thinking during such a speaking time of English language, what I was speaking out is what is spoken. I don't know. Maybe it's really maybe I think it's really complex, or it's really confusing for you. But actually, I don't think anything about particular when even when I'm thinking of, not to men even when I'm thinking of, but even when I'm speaking out foreign language, there's nothing particular I'm thinking about anyway. So well, maybe when I'm speaking out, maybe I'm concentrating on what I'm speaking out anyway. So how should I say? And but of course, of course, I'm thinking of what to speak out, and what should what I should not speak out. I think which is, of course, I think I'm thinking of such a thing even when I'm speaking out foreign language, and I can do such a thing, which means so I don't pay any attention to I don't pay any attention to grammatical correctness or grammatical grammatical correction, or I don't care. So when I'm even when, for example, in the case of English language, I'm speaking out now. So I do not pay any attention to whether what I'm speaking out is grammatically correct or not, because because there must be many mistakes in my in the stuff I'm speaking out in English language, which I think is presumable condition if, when I'm speaking English. Well, this is having many mistakes is a presumable condition for me, and because that presumable condition is what my speaking out a foreign language comprises, and really, I think this expression is not natural for English language, because anyway. So if maybe I think if you have an experience in studying a foreign language, or foreign languages, or two more foreign languages, I mean, so yeah, I think you can understand that speaking out. I think you can understand that so that for speaking out foreign language is really difficult, and so which means speaking out. For example, you are speaking out the foreign languages have many mistakes, which is also a presumable condition for you, isn't it? And so just I don't know. So maybe I have told you this one in a past episode, but actually, so to start with, even when you speak out even when you speak out your mother tongue, you have a lot of mistakes, which is even when you are speaking out your mother tongues, which is also a presumable condition, apart from and if for example, so if your mother tongue is really a special language, or if if you if you if your mother tongue is really unique, which is completely different from the rest of the human languages, that might be different case, because so for example, if your mother tongue is really unique, you may be able to speak out grammatically completely 100% completely correct stuff without any failures in when speaking out that mother tongue, or that language. And if you have really a special gift in the use of human languages, you may be able to speak out 100% correct stuff when you speak out any human language. But actually, in the case of the general public people, so they speak, even when they speak out their mother tongues, they make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, but actually, so coming back to the original title of this episode, so what I'm thinking while speaking a foreign language, so the answer, or the conclusion of this episode, is nothing particular, or something particular actually.可是，我说的啊，对不起，我说的话是在这个部分，我需要说，我想说是那个怎么表达这个啊？对啊，对了，我对了，人们的语言有几个几个影像，像一些我你们像现在你听着汉语，我我不因为我不可以说，我不会说汉语，因此我 我说着汉语的时候，我我不可我不我不可以我不可以创造我自己的思维。Anyway, so coming back to speaking out English. So what I was trying to speak out is yeah, of course, so it's up to language. With I can, it's up to human language, and language influences. Language has some influence, which is what I was trying to speak out. And when I'm speaking out Chinese language, for example, I can't create my thought well, which is what I was trying to speak out. Anyway, so language, So of course, which language speaks out? Which language not you speak out? Which language to speak out influences my speaking performance, or the performance of my thinking ability. I don't know. I don't know whether you can understand with this expression, but actually, so for example, when I'm speaking English language, I can think and speak simultaneously, and of course, I don't have to tell you this, but when I'm speaking Japanese, when I'm speaking Japanese, I can think and speak simultaneously. Of course, when I'm concentrating on thinking, I can't speak. I can't even speak out Japanese well because I'm concentrating. When I'm speaking Japanese language and I'm concentrating on my thinking, so I can't speak Japanese well in such a situation, which is the case to English language. But actually, when it comes to speaking out Chinese, I'm thinking of starting Chinese language again. So anyway, so I haven't started studying Chinese again. Anyway, so I'm thinking of whether I should study Chinese language or not. And when I'm speaking out Chinese, I can't think well. Of course, I don't know. So my Chinese vocabulary is really short or really small, which is why I can't speak Chinese well. So which is of course the case to other languages I have studied, and those languages are Korean language and Russian language. But when it comes to speaking out English language, maybe of course there are many problems as you hear, because my pronunciation is not so well actually compared to native speakers of English language. But actually, so comparing in my mind, comparing speaking out Japanese and my speaking out English, maybe not there. Of course, there is a huge difference, but actually, I don't feel any how should I say any I don't feel any abnormal difference, or any I don't feel any how should I say huge difference or huge discrepancy between speaking out Japanese language and speaking out English language. I speak out Japanese language in that manner, and so please imagine that I can speak out Japanese way better. But actually, if you if other Japanese if other Japanese people was were listening to my speaking of Japanese, they find maybe they find they would find my speaking Japanese not so well, because to start with, I'm not so good at communication itself, and maybe I have told you in your past episodes that to start with, I'm an introverted person, which is why I'm not so good at communication itself. So anyway, so just stuff to speak out this time is is over. This is all. Well, this is the end of this episode. So, coming back to the original topic or title of this episode, what I'm thinking while speaking while speaking a foreign language, what I'm thinking, and the conclusion is nothing particular or something particular actually, it's up to, well, it depends on the situation when I'm speaking. I'm facing when I'm speaking a foreign language, which is a conclusion of which is all the stuff I'd like you to know this time. By the way, I made a mistake, so I spoke out in Xiang for the Chinese word for the Chinese word of influence, but actually the correct pronunciation is in Xiang, which is a correct pronunciation explaining the meaning of influence. Please understand like that. And please understand this. So that's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.